All right, we're sitting here in the car now, and I mean, you can see, I mean, the black and white is just absolutely stunning in this car. The bright white seats, the carbon fiber in the dash, you know, and then the black everywhere else. It's really, really beautiful. It's kind of elegant. It really is. I mean, we talked about how fast this car was. We talked about, you know, the 0 to 60 and the 0 to 100 and all of that, and that's neat. But of course, electric cars have come a long way. Let's talk about range and cost of ownership a little bit. You know, the range on this car is 387 miles when you're in chill mode. So basically, you can go almost 400 miles in this car without a charge. You know, in Ludicrous or Ludicrous Plus, it's going to be a little bit less, but you've got more power available. But, you know, you can charge this at home. If you buy a wall charger with it to go in your house, those chargers are, I think, $800 to $1,000 now. Hook it up. You can charge this car at your house off at 220. It will take 6-8 hours, I think, for a full charge from your house. And it'll cost you less than $10 probably. Now, if you're out running around, going out somewhere, and you decide, oh, you know, I've got to have more range or whatever, you go to one of the supercharging stations that are everywhere now. And actually, they show you that right here on your display. We've talked about that before in a couple of the other videos, but it actually shows you where your charging stations are. And if you get one of the 250 kilowatt stations, one of the big supercharging stations, you can charge your car in about 20 minutes for about $20 to $25. So much cheaper than, of course, filling your car up with gas these days, which is a little more expensive. The other thing, while we're sitting here talking, is I want to show you the key. Of course, the key looks like a Tesla. Isn't that cool? And it does control the trunk and locks your doors and opens everything up. Pretty neat. All right, so let's talk about the features we've got inside here. You've got a display in front of you. It's like a liquid crystal display. It's beautiful. It's a picture of your Tesla up here. You got your radio station. You can put a number of things up here. It shows you how many miles you've got left on your charge. It gives you the time, the temperature. It tells you what you're in, drive, park, whatever. And it's this simple to put this car. So the car right now technically is not running, but the car is on. So if I wanted to drive away in the car, put your foot on the brake, pull down, and now my car is in drive. Now it's beeping at me because the door's open, but that's it. The car's ready to go. Put it in park, you push the end of the button into the stalk there, and it puts the car back in park. And now it's showing me two pictures, a big one and a small one, that's telling me that my door is open. Of course, turn signal is normal. It's right here. Just as normal, windshield wipers are over here. And for your cruise control, there is a cruise setting over here, and there's even a little button that allows you to put how close you want to be to somebody else when the car is in cruise control. So neat stuff. And then, of course, on your steering wheel, you've got your controls. This is for your temperature, for your air conditioning system, which I think I just turned back on. Let me turn that off. Over here, you've got your controls for your radio. You turn your volume up. You can search stations and all that. So really, really neat stuff. Of course, you've got all power windows over here. You've got power mirrors. Really, really neat. And the stereo in this car is absolutely phenomenal. So let me turn it up just a little bit. One of the better stereos in any of the cars that I've been in. I mean, absolutely amazing. Really nice stereo system. So, all right, so let's do this. Let's jump over to this display screen here and kind of show you what you get with all of this. So first of all, it's on nav to start with. So it's what's up right now. And what it does, it gives you points of interest. It shows you where you're going. Basically, it's all touchscreen as well. So all you have to do is touch it, and you can make it do whatever you want it to do. It's really, really neat. All right, so first button here is a little car. You press that and it brings up all of your quick control. It's the quick control screen. So it tells you what's going on with your car, and this is where you can control all your stuff. You got your brightness for everything in here. You can lock the car, you can open the front trunk or the rear. You turn your fog lights on and off, set your exterior lights. Your next button down is suspension. Of course, in suspension you have very high, high, standard, and low. And of course, we talked about the lowering kit on this car. It does drop it down about an inch. But it also allows you to set your steering in this car from comfort to auto to sport to advanced. And in advanced, you can make a few more selections on there. The next one down is your lights. It's got all your preferences for your lights. Next one is driving. And this is where it allows you to select chill, sport, ludicrous, or ludicrous sport, plus, a steering mode and a stopping mode, a creep, a roll, or a hold. So however that goes off when however you like the car to go. You have an autopilot mode where you can set all of the things that run through your autopilot. This is another vehicle screen here. Allows you to set your door locks, how you want, whether you want it to unlock on park, whether you want your child locks on or off. It does have an auto tilt for your mirror and an auto fold for your mirror when you wipe your cars. And it does have an automatic windshield wiper setting, so when the windshield starts to get wet, it will wipe your windshield. This is how sets up your display mode. There's a lot of stuff to go through there. This is like your trip mode on a regular car. It tells you how far you've been since your last charge, how far you're getting on each one of your charges, those kind of things. Here's your navigation system. Basically lets you set all of your setups for your nav. There's a safety and security one. There's a service one here. So if you ever have to jack your car up, there's one right here that says jack mode, because this has some special procedures to do that. You can reset your TPMS sensors inside your tires. If you change your tire size, it's all right here. You can set it up for towing. You can update your key fobs. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And then of course, this is your software setup, and it's got your owner's manual in there as well. So a lot of stuff there. But next button is your radio. You pull your radio up. You've got a lot of different things to go on here. You got HD radio. You can direct tune. Really neat stuff. And then of course, when you bring up your radio, it brings up all these other stuff. Your phone, streaming, this has streaming service on it. Spotify, karaoke. Yes, you can sing karaoke in your car. There's XM, there's TuneIn, there's all kinds of neat stuff that you can do in here. This little button here brings up another screen altogether. You can make a phone call. Oops, I touched the wrong button. There we go, got it all back going again. You can look at your cameras, energy leveling, see where you are on charging. It brings up the World Wide Web. There's entertainment stuff on here. And then of course, your toy box is on here. And you've probably seen us do videos on this. This does all kinds of interesting stuff. You can changes your screen setting for your suspension into the James Bond submarine. Yeah, it's all kinds of neat stuff in there. So turn that back off. Over here is your setup for all of your interior controls, your comfort controls. That turns your, oops, I turned it off. That turns your interior on and off. There's your air conditioner. That turns it on. Of course, just like a normal car, that does it in there. But there's a little button right here that goes to auto, and it goes to high, and it's got like a nuclear symbol on it. It's pretty cool. Here you can turn on your defrost. You can turn on your heated wheel. You can select the heated seats everywhere and turn all of those off. And then down here, you've got a keep climate button that basically lets you turn it on, turn it off. If you want to leave an animal in the car, it says dog, or there's a camping mode on the car, and I won't even get into that right now. And then of course, these are your seat settings. That's your seat warmers. I just turned those off. There's your front defog, there's your rear defog, there we go. And then of course, this allows you to turn the volume up and down on your radio. Now, in addition to all that, there is serious storage in this car as well. So on your console right here, where this is your armrest, you pull these back and you've got 2 cup holders here. And then here you push this back, you've got a deep well storage here. And then you also have a deep well storage, or not as deep, but a little cubby hole right there. And all you got to do to get this one to go back is push it again and it goes back. And there you have it. Now, we're sitting inside here, so I'll show you a couple other things. Of course, you've noticed that the seats are absolutely beautiful. And of course, our fabulous photographer, Genesis, is sitting in the back seat, and there is a ton of room in that back seat. But so of course, you've got all this up here that's surround for your roof. This is all Alcantara, and it's gorgeous. Of course, you're flipped down and you've got little mirrors here in your visors just like normal. But here's that glass roof. And it goes from the front all the way to the back. It's tinted so you don't get too much sun in here, but it does let you see the outside. Absolutely gorgeous. Just a really, really cool car. And you can see from sitting in the back kind of how the panorama setup works here. Got this beautiful screen in front of you. And of course, you know, everything is right at your fingertips in this car. Absolutely amazing. And the greatest thing is that one of you out there is going to win this car. We're going to put it in your driveway, and we're going to pay the federal taxes. And all you have to do is donate to our great charities at www.dreamgiveaway.com, and this gorgeous Tesla could be yours. So I think we've covered about all we're going to cover on the inside of this car. So let's move on, and I think we're going to wrap it up. All right, I hope you enjoyed our review today of this beautiful 21 Tesla Model S. It is an amazing car. So what I want you to do now is go over to www.dreamgiveaway.com, make a donation to charity. We've got 8 great charities, and you're gonna be in it to win it. On top of that, we're gonna pay $27,000 for the taxes on this car. So remember, go to www.dreamgiveaway.com. You can see this beautiful Tesla, all the galleries, all the other great cars that we've got running out there. And we want you to win this car. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time in the Dream Giveaway Garage.